welcome back to my channel. This is Nehal from nehalmera.com. Thank you so much as always for joining me today. So I got my hands on the new Anastasia Modern Renaissance Palette, and I have to be honest, I haven't really used much of Anastasia's products other than her brow products and her contour kits. So I'm a little bit excited and a little bit apprehensive to see what this palette and what the hype is all about. So I've already gone ahead and applied my foundation. I use the Fenty Beauty, you guys know I love it. The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation in the color 290. And I also went ahead with this NYX Dark Circle Concealer to kind of color correct under my eyes. Now, when it comes to brow products, I definitely am all about Anastasia. She was the first one who came out with this idea of like taking care of our brows, and she made like thick brows and like the importance of brows in your makeup look and in your beauty regimen. And also with the cream contour, I believe like probably cream contour and highlight, this kind of stuff was probably around in the beauty and makeup industry from a very long time, but she's the one who's really kind of brought it to the consumer. She's put together, she was one of the first ones again to put together a cream contour kit. So she's kind of like a veteran, and she's like a pioneer. That's the word, I love that. She's a pioneer when it comes to these like innovative, consumer-friendly products. So I'm going to do most of my look with those products. So before we get started, I want to clean up my brows because they are not looking so cute. And today I'm going to use the Dip Brow Pomade in the color Dark Brown. I recently just dyed my hair, so my hair is very light. I don't know if the camera is picking up on it. It's very light and it has a lot of ash tones in it. And dark brown might be a little bit too dark. Now I'm going to go in with the Cream Contour Kit by Anastasia. I'm using the medium contour kit. So now let's get to the good part. So I took some of that cream contour product and I kind of brought it down and I blended it all across my eyes. I'm going to set my eyelids with some Laura Mercier translucent powder. So we're going to use some old-fashioned tape and use it as a guideline because I want a very like crisp look today. How cute do I look? Eee! So let's open up this package together. The Modern Renaissance Eyeshadow Palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Very pretty packaging. I'm like not so crazy about it. Like it's just cool packaging. Ooh, I love it. It's like this it's like a suede velvet material. It's beautiful and it has like an embossed font. So it says Modern Renaissance, which is really, really pretty. So you get like a double-ended brush with it as well. One side is like tightly packed, so I think it's like to pack on your product, like on your lid. And this one is more of a tapered side to kind of get into that crease and blend it out. I'll try to use the brush as well during the tutorial to see like what's the quality of the brush. I think it's already shedding a little bit. Yeah, it's shedding. Already not feeling so good, and my tape is coming off. I need to apply another little small little thing of tape. In the palette you get a variety of finishes. You have a lot of mattes and a lot of shimmers. So far I am loving this like antique bronze color. That's so gorgeous. And this Venetian red, that's really pretty too, and I think that would look really nice like on olive and like medium skin tones. You get about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get 10 matte shadows and you get 4 shimmer shadows, which is cool. I wonder how they pan out. Okay, so I'm going to be doing like a very colorful look today. I want to see the pigmentation of these products and how true to the pan they are. I'm going to just go in with Vermeer, which is like this nice shimmery champagne right here, just to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to go in with Blanc Fresco, which is this like lilac-y kind of color as my transition color. Oh no. Okay guys, there's so much fallout, which I am not liking at all. I feel like this, I need a fluffier brush. The pigmentation is definitely really nice though. I feel like I have to tap it off a lot. I wouldn't use the brush that it came with. It kind of sucks. I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E45 small tapered brush, and I'm gonna dip it in to Love Letter, which is like this magenta, and really define out my crease. So far guys, I'm loving the pigmentation of these shadows. They come on great. They have really nice application. Okay, next I'm gonna take Venetian Red, and we're gonna do a little bit of a halo eye. Now I'm gonna go in with Antique Bronze, and just with my ring finger, I'm gonna pat it on the center of my eye. Now I want to give myself a little bit more pop, so I'm going to take Primavera, and I'm going to use that right on the top of Antique Bronze. So I do like using these colors with my finger. I feel like there's not as much fallout when I do that. My nose is very sharp today. I'm just going to dust off all of the excess powder. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish my look. I'm gonna apply some liquid liner. I'm gonna go in with my Stila All Day Waterproof Liner, and I'm just gonna give myself a nice wing and apply some falsies. So guys, I decided to not wear falsies today and just do an extra coat of mascara. So just to kind of keep consistent with what I have going on in my eyes, I'm gonna go in with Venetian Red. Venetian Red, which is right here. And I'm gonna blend out and smoke out my bottom lash line. I'm gonna take my Sephora crayon and just kind of dot my bottom lash line, sorry. Only about halfway. And picking up that Venetian Red on a pencil brush, I'm just going to smudge out that black line we just drew. And just with a fluffy brush, I'm going to take that Buon Fresco color and just soften up under my eyes. The same Vermeer color that we used to highlight the brow bone, I'm going to use that same color to highlight my tear duct. Just finishing up the lips with Modesty from MAC. It's a cream sheen. It's like such a beautiful like nudie and pinkish color. Give it just a tad bit more definition. I'm going to go in with Spice from MAC. And that is it. So this palette, my verdict, it is not for me. Reason being, it is a little bit on the higher price point for an Anastasia product. It was about, I think, close to 50 or 60 bucks, and the packaging is really nice, and you guys know I have a thing for packaging. It doesn't feel like super high-end to me, to be honest. It doesn't feel like it would be worth $50 or $60. I wouldn't want to go ahead and spend that kind of money. It did come with a brush, which I stopped using like fairly quick into my makeup routine. I did not like the brushes that much at all. They're not as soft as you would think. They were already shedding as I pulled them out, and it's not an incentive for me to go ahead and buy the palette. When I was dipping my brush into the product, there was a lot of fallout, and you could tell the bristles were really hard because they've already kind of left like a texture into in the pan, and I don't really like that. I just think like everything already looks like really used, and there was way too much fallout here. And I know I mentioned that before, but there was way too much fallout with these colors. So far, like, I'm just like a meh about this. The only colors that I think that I'm getting that are different here is the Love Letter and Venetian Red. I wouldn't really go ahead and spend 50 bucks on a palette just for those two colors. I can just probably individually buy those two colors. And other than that, like if you have another palette, like for example the Morphe 35O, I get basically like the Tempera, the Golden Ochre, Raw Sienna, Cypress Amber, Warm Taupe. These kind of shades I'm already getting in a different palette. There's nothing so crazy here. And another thing that I noticed that there wasn't really a dark color, so not like a dark brown or a black. And I actually like when palettes have just like one matte dark color, because I want to be able to use my palette in more versatile ways. My Indian comes out. I want to be able to use a palette in more versatile ways, not just for the shadow purposes. I want to be able to add a little bit of water and like use my shadow as an eyeliner. I feel like I really wouldn't be able to do that with any of the colors here. Maybe the Cypress Amber, but it's too light. I think I would look really washed out, and it would just look like a worn out eyeliner versus like a very nice crisp line. And that's really pretty much it. It's just not going to be a hit for me. I was really looking forward to it because I've never used any of Anastasia's products other than her traditional brow products, and this was my first time using it, but that's fine. I think this was a great look to do with you guys. I do think it came out great. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Again, it is what might work for you might not work for me, and what might work for me might not work for you. So if you think you still want to go ahead and give this a shot, by all means, go for it. Let me know down below in the comments like what you think of this palette. And until next time, guys, toodles!